Hey guys, Sammy Lou here today in McCall's kitchen again. I'm going to show you guys how to make a Christmas bouquet cake. So you get to not only be a cake artist today, but also a florist. I made this cake today using most of McCall's products. You can find them online on their website. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, direct message, comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. But yeah, let's get started. I'm really excited. Oh, and yes, please, if you decide to make this, hashtag LoveMcCalls and tag McCalls as well so we can see. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we've got some cakes. Today I'm going to be using chocolate buttercream filling. So I've got raspberry cake, chocolate buttercream filling, some crisp pearls. These ones are milk chocolate crisp pearls. And then the outside of our cake is going to be green. So I have this, and we'll do that later. So we're going to stack our cakes, fill it with our chocolate, and then we'll coat it with the green later. So I'm just gonna put this aside. Okay, so I put the green buttercream aside. We wanna cover it. I'm using American buttercream if you're wondering, I'm sure you're gonna ask. So I'm using American buttercream on the inside and on the outside today. My go-to usually is Swiss. My husband prefers the sugary stuff. So we're using American. And if you haven't used American before, you don't wanna leave it out in the bowl. You want to have it covered with saran wrap or it crusts up and gets really hard and gross. So we covered it and put it aside. So I am going to stack and fill if you just want to follow along. Just going to add some crisp pearls. Go any taller than this, you're going to want to use extra supports. Usually 4 cakes is my max. If I'm going to do any more than 4 stacks, you're going to want to have like another cake board and some dowels. So just like an FYI, if you've never stacked a cake before, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you don't go like past your limit or it's going to fall over. And the idea is you don't want to put too much because it's going to be too heavy for your cake. So just a nice thin coating. Again, nothing fancy. And then we are going to pop this into the fridge to cool. Okay, so the cake is nice and chilled. If I tap it, nothing's coming off of my finger. It's not going anywhere. I think it was in there probably just shy of an hour. I've got my green buttercream in a piping bag. That's good. Okay. So I'm happy with the shape. It's decently smooth. If you have tin foil, grab some tin foil, crumple it up in a ball, or saran wrap. Saran wrap works, crumple it up in a ball. So grab yourself some saran wrap or some tin foil, and then we're gonna do this together. Took a piece of tin foil, crinkled it up, stretching it out. I'm gonna, I don't know, form it in a way where I can just go at the cake, so. Okay. So I'm happy with it. I'm gonna leave my top smooth. I'll probably go again, put it back in the fridge for like 10-15 minutes. Again, the idea is you want your buttercream to get hard. And then we're gonna add the gold leaf, which is my favorite part. If you don't know already, I put gold leaf on everything. So we're gonna do that. So get it stiffened in the fridge. When it comes out, we're gonna add our gold leaf. Then we're gonna add our flowers. Okay. So out of the fridge, it's nice and solid. We are going to add gold leaf. You can use silver leaf if you want as well. This is McCall's gold leaf. This is 24 karat. think I am happy with the placement of the gold. So now what we're going to do, our cake is chilled, so I'm just gonna grab the flowers. We are going to clean up our flowers and I'm gonna show you how to dress them and get them ready to apply to the cake. Welcome to my garden. So I've got an array of flowers. Don't worry, we're not using all of these. Use whatever you want. Today I've got some regular roses, some spray roses, some mini carnations, a little bit of foliage, trying to stay on the Christmas trend. So things that I felt would go really nicely on a Christmas cake. I'm just gonna show you how to dress your flowers. So I will start off by, I'll use one of these roses as an example. The first thing I like to do is to take off the leaves. If I want foliage later, I can go in and add it. The reason why I do this is because I don't want to shove all of this into a cake. I want to get it as slender as possible. So I take off my leaves. It's always better to cut large, and if you need to reduce the size later, I think right here is gonna be good for me. I'll get rid of this. You can do this two ways, guys. When you're wrapping or dressing your flowers, you can dip them in chocolate and let it dry. I see some bakers do it that way. I've always used floral tape, so you can get it anywhere, dollar store, craft store, McCalls, wherever. And you're just gonna wrap, not the entire stem, but estimate how far you think you're gonna push this into the cake, and that's how far you're gonna wrap the tape. That's good. And good. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna dress the flowers that I anticipate on using. Okay, so I've got some of the flowers dressed and ready to be applied to the cake. I am probably gonna use other ones, but I don't wanna prep them now. I'll go through afterwards and see if I wanna fill in some sections. So I am going to, and I'll show you guys how I put them into the cake. You're essentially just pushing it in. But what I like to do first is start with the big flowers. And then I go in and I fill in with the little ones. Do it however you like. This is just my style. I'm gonna show you how I do this. So I love the placement of these flowers. So hopefully you can see, I want them to be offset to the side. I love them. Look how beautiful they are, but we're not done. I put gold leaf on everything. So I'm actually gonna go through, I'm gonna put gold leaf on my flowers too. And I also have a few tiny little sprinkles, non-perils, which I'm gonna add onto the cake just as an accent. I'm a huge fan of adding faux florals with fresh. Like I like mixing it up. So I have, these are from my local craft store. I'm not sure what they're called, but I'm gonna add them in just to give a little bit more body to it. And then we'll go through and add the gold leaf and the sprinkles like I was previously saying. So I just wanna add these in. I'm just gonna tuck them in. So I am very happy with how she turned out. I hope you guys like it too. And if you have any questions about any process at all or any tiny little part, please direct message or comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I hope you try to make it too. And if you do, make it your own. Switch up the colors. You don't have to do the texture. Make it smooth. Make it a 2-tier. Make a mini version. Whatever you want. But if you do decide to make something and you feel inspired by this cake, we would love to see it. Hashtag LoveMcCalls. Follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe below. We'll be creating many other videos. We have lots more coming your way. So it's been a pleasure. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions.